to offend, but maybe I do at this point. Fatigue. There you go. The F word. Fatigue.
But again, to be fair, the people have spoken.
Fatigues.
Watch it burn, folks. Watch it burn. Jimmy, the LA Dodgers are the new World Series champion. I know this is a wrestling show, guys, but there's the facts. I said to my father, he's big, he loves baseball.
Uh-oh.
And I said to him, Dad, you're just not getting it. Today's sport is no different than pro wrestling. What do you mean, son? Well, this is what I mean, Dad. It's all about ratings. It's all about money. I said, it's a work. And he goes, that doesn't make sense. I said, yes, it does. I said, the Dodgers could destroy the Blue Jays at any moment, every game, period. 9 out of 10 games, the Dodgers are winning. I don't know if you agree, Jimmy. I'm just giving my opinion.
I'm going to let you go. I'm letting you go. Go ahead.
And I said to him, this is going 7. They lost that first game just to make sure people all of a sudden became intrigued. I said, I guarantee to you, again, I'm not trying to brag. I said this will go extra innings and the Dodgers will win the game in game 7. There's no doubt in my mind because it's a work. And so the next question, even my wife asked, how can you get 18 players, coaches, and a bench to all agree on that? I said, it's not that. It's the umpires. It's the announcers or whoever's involved. It only takes 1 or 2 bad calls to change a game. We all know this if you have a favorite team. And I'll even use Game 7 as an example. That throw home, that guy's foot was off, the catcher's foot was off that plate. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. You can clearly see it. That's the end of that game. That out call opens up the floodgates. You might sound it ridiculous, but I'm telling you, and I'm not so sure that there isn't ball players involved too. Who the fuck knows? But go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay. Well, as we know, this goes back over 100 years anyway when shit's getting thrown and the White Sox scandal of all those years in 1919, Shoeless Joe Jackson still banned.
One player.
Blah, blah, blah.
One player, right? One player affected that.
No. Let's not open up.
No, there was like 4 players.
There was a bunch involved, and there was mob involved, and there was a bunch of shit involved.
That's fair.
And honestly, Joe didn't even Joe didn't know about it. Joe hit 375 and had a great World Series, but he was like I don't know. He should not have been. He should be long cleared. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother can of worms. But what I think is, I don't agree with you that the Dodgers could just beat them anytime they wanted. What I do agree with you on is that I think what is very possible, and now sports betting is involved in baseball legally now, right? Now everybody can gamble, right, Mike? They've done that. They've opened that door, right? Okay. Yep. So what I think happens sometimes, I can see it happening, not definitively because I don't know for sure, but I can see, like you said, the umpire has been instructed by somebody in Major League office, someone who knows, someone who's involved in the legal betting aspect in that department, whatever. It's tied into betting. It's got to be tied into betting.
Listen, it's also tied into ratings. Look, I can guarantee this. If the Dodgers win game 1, no one's watching that World Series. It's a waste of time. Everybody knows it's over. Right. This is not the Yankees-Dodgers, okay? The lore of the team isn't fair.
But you know what, though? That works. To me, that works in reverse, though. I could play devil's advocate with that and go, now, wait a minute. If you're going to do a work, and you want the ratings, and you want all the big time that comes with the work and everything, then you make sure that last year's World Series, the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers go 7 games. Not this one with the Toronto Blue Jays. No. That's the WrestleMania.
No, because here's what you're missing now. They were going to have money. They were going to have. Listen, if it goes 7, absolutely. But here's the thing. But the Yankees and the Dodgers, if I could look up the ratings, and I haven't looked, so to be fair, but if I look up the ratings, I guarantee that series did 10 times better than this series.
Yeah, the sponsors and the money they're going to fork out for a Yankees-Dodgers World Series, come on, dude, it's sexier. It's way sexier. Now, as far as all 18, to answer what your wife was at, no, of course not. No way. If Shohei Ohtani, they won the World Series the last 2 years, and Shohei Ohtani in the World Series has hit for shit. Garbage. Nothing. He's got 2 rings, and the rest of the team's the one that did it in the World Series both times. He's done nothing. So why would he spit the bit for both World Series? He wouldn't. But like you said, I think it's umpires and somebody up in Major League front office when that weird shit happens. I
Look,
think that's very
I'll
possible.
say this about the NFL. Even our team, the Jets, the worst fucking team out there,
Ugh.
the talent level is so close to each other
Is it?
that
Doesn't feel like it to me.
it
When I'm
doesn't.
watching the Jets, I don't
I
feel like
understand. But in
no.
reality, Jimmy, it's very, very close. Okay. Even
Yeah.
when you look at a betting line, right?
Uh-huh.
7 points
It's not
is a
much.
touchdown. It's not a
Right.
lot. Okay. You rarely see an NFL game where the
Right.
bookies are giving someone 18 points. Like it
Right.
just doesn't happen because the talent is way too tight. So back to our point about the referee or the umpire, 1 call, 2 calls, the game changes.
Yep.
The game changes.
How many
That's
how
all.
many how many times do you think that there was a involving Tom Brady over the years?
Hmm.
Patrick Mahomes. Those
You
two
know, it's
guys
so funny,
especially.
Jimmy. It's hard for me to say that because only within the last 3 or 4 years have I been thinking real pro sports is fixed, and it coincides with what you just said. Sports betting has become available to everybody now,
It's
so
everywhere.
there's no surprise that's the way I'm thinking. And to be honest with you, when I told my father that, I truly believed it. No matter what was going on, Jimmy, at no point did I ever think the Dodgers would lose in that series. Never,
No, I
never,
didn't think
never, never.
I didn't think so either, to be very honest. I didn't think that they would lose it
Even
anyway.
when they were going to in the top of the ninth, down by 1, I was like,
Right.
they're going to win this thing. I wasn't even like concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. I wasn't either. The Dodgers right now are doing everything that the Yankees used to do. That's the bottom line.
All I'm saying is don't make fun of pro wrestling because we're seeing it work at this shit all the time. And let's be honest, dude. We were lifelong Knicks fans, right?
Yeah.
How many times did we see the refs make sure that Michael Jordan, you know,
Oh, well, I mean, well, does that become just favoritism or does that become the betting line going back 30 years ago, too? That's why I brought up Tom Brady, because I think about Deflategate. You know what I mean? And if you go now, you're going back even further. Hell, we started this conversation in 1919 with poor shoeless Joe. Look,
right?
this shit has possibly been going on the whole time, Mike.
Yeah.
But is it going to stop you and me from watching next week?
Well,
Here's the
let me.
pathetic
You got a
reality.
better
No.
memory than I do, but I remember when I got home
Yeah.
from the military, like early on. Wasn't
Yeah.
there a game where was it the Braves Mets where the umpire was calling strikes, I think for Smoltz, or what game was that, where the guy's strike zone was so fucking ridiculous. He was calling strikes on like every pitch. They were all over the place. I can't, again, I'm not expecting you to remember, but you have a really good memory.
No.
I just remember that fucking game was like, it was a playoff game, I had thought. Anyway.
Huh. Well, if it's the Mets, then you're not talking too many playoff games, especially during the 90s. It would have to be the late 90s if that's the
Or
case. And
maybe
at
it was
that
the
point,
Mets. I
Smokes was
know
the
it was the
closer, I
Braves,
think.
and I just remember the umpire. If anyone out there remembers that game, it's like
Yeah.
that dude's strike zone was like, but it
Yeah.
was like for one team it was this
It was
huge, and the
huge.
other team
Yeah.
it was like this, and it was like what? This is bullshit. I think the guy got fired after that game.
That's interesting because the only ump that comes to mind is the legendary Angel Hernandez because he stayed around for decades and he used to hold personal. He would be unreasonable just to be unreasonable with his strike zone. He was
Well,
the
this guy
worst
was a
umpire
black. I
I've ever
remember this
seen.
guy was like a giant black guy. Eric Gregg. Thank you, Jay Will.
Eric
Wait a minute, I'm
Gregg.
a popicist. Man, Jay Will, boy, I gotta tell you.
That's pretty impressive.
Rumor
If you say,
has it
well,
that
it is.
Carol. I can't read it. I gotta put my glass on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. The way my screen is, I cannot read with my sunglasses. This is why we need a producer. Rumor has it that Carol Rosenblum and Bob Ursey swapped the Rams and Colts gambling. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I still remember when they snuck the Colts out in the middle of the night with the tractor trailers. You remember that, Mike, back in the 80s when we were kids?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, Jimmy. Do you
Yeah.
remember who was the referee that admitted he was betting on games in the NBA?
Oh, that was
Right?
not that long ago, too. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm sure someone in the chat will recall the name, but I do know you. I do remember. I got the face in my mind too. But yep. Whoops. It's been going on forever, dude. I mean, what is it going to make me stop watching? Probably not. Any thoughts on the real quick? Look, we're Jet fans, folks. Any thoughts, Mike, on what the Jets have just done?
Wait, just real quick. A
What do you
mess
got?
says for Christmas, I need to buy you some Toronto Blue Jay paraphernalia, memorabilia. What do I think about what the Jets did? I think it's typical Jets. I think after speaking to you, I kind of said, okay, I'm happy with what they did. But I still don't believe in the coach and I don't believe in the GM. So, and I don't believe in, we talk about it. We're going to talk about it when Sergeant Slaughter goes head to head with Marty Jannetty, right?
All right.
The back of the baseball card. The Jets have proven that they
Oh,
cannot,
putrid.
they cannot
Putrid.
make draft picks.
Who would you entrust the franchise with, real quickly? Is John Gruden good for you? Because if it's John Gruden, or more importantly, my choice, Mike McCarthy, are you happy with either one of them to
I
take
would
these
go with
draft picks?
McCarthy. I would go with McCarthy
I
before
agree.
Gruden.
McCarthy, five
Yeah,
first-round picks and 3 second rounds in the next 2 seasons. I would love Mike McCarthy to have that. I'm sorry, guys.
I would too. I would
And
too. And I don't think it should be up to this rookie coach who proved to me he can't even coach a game.
right, the
I,
GM
I
has
mean,
done
Jimmy,
good here
and
to
I'm
get
not kidding
equity.
about this. I would rather have you coaching this team. That's how this
Mike,
is
I
what
tell
it,
you what, for that job, I would get a haircut immediately. For that job, you'd see the Pharaoh shave his fucking head and go in there. I'm not bringing a whistle because I don't want to get tagged with a bad gimmick. But I'm fucking going in there. I might wear the shades. Still might wear the shades though. And just read them the riot act that once upon a time this franchise changed the fucking NFL with Joe Namath in the Super Bowl, made it what it is today, changed defense by forcing the league to recognize the sack as an official statistic from the sack exchange with Castro and Klecko, and to remember that the Jets have done something once in a while around here. Let's go back to doing something. What is this crap that's going on here? And I like that we lost good players, but how many playoff games did they ever win, Mike, with those good players?
listen, all your points, I can't argue at all. I
If you're
can't
gonna if
argue
you're
at
gonna
all.
reboot.
But you know what? I'm still going to stick to this, man. And I hate to say it, and I'm not kidding about it. In order for them to actually turn into a real team, Joe Namath's got to die, dude.
Oh, come on, here we go.
I'm sorry.
I wanna kiss you.
He sold his soul to
He
win that
did
Super
not.
Bowl, dude. Yes, he
He
did.
did not. He showed something that the New York Jet players in general at quarterback haven't shown since the day he left. Balls. It's not his fault. Stop it.
And
You
by the
stop
way,
that.
many of the Colt players say that game was rigged.
Ah, bullshit. They lost and they're sore about it.
Yeah, that's a Jet fan for you.
They're sore about it because they thought Joe was going to throw all day, and he faked them out by throwing. And after that, they looked for it all game, and he just bled them to death with the running game and short passes. Piss off. We held the ball almost the entire game, and we intercepted your quarterbacks 3 times. Piss off.
Wow.
You lose.
Wow.
You
Look at
lost.
you.
Deal with it. The big NFL lost to the little AFL. Too bad. Finger
We'll
wave. Where's the camera?
we'll
It's
hang
Joe. He's running off.
we'll
Yeah.
hang on that for the rest of our lives, right?
It's all I got. Leave me alone.
Couple things I want to cover, Jimmy.
Yeah.
500 level has now improved on the M&P code. Now go to MP30 for 30% off. Jimmy, I got to tell you something, right? I was at the beach again, 500 level. If you guys haven't looked at the shirts, right, go to the website. It's incredible. And I got to be honest, right? So it was a little chilly today. I brought the dogs to the beach. I was off work for the Jewish holidays,
today.
right?
It's cold.
It wasn't cold,
Yeah.
but
Well,
I have from 500 level, I have a Roman Reigns sweatshirt. Now, usually sweatshirts are not always the nicest fabric, unless I'm into really nice fabric because I just don't like things up against my skin. So
Yeah.
usually I'll get thinner type of shirts, but this is a heavy sweatshirt. The fabric, unbelievable. And you're going to get a deal at 30% off, Jimmy. I mean, my God, it's a no-brainer, guys. I am telling you, once you get one shirt from them, you'll get 50. I
they're so
guarantee
comfortable.
it.
They're
And they've got
so
all the
comfortable.
sports. Yeah, dude, tell me what you think of it, Jimmy.
They're so comfortable. I got to get a long sleeve now. I'm telling you, I got to. Because it was chilly today, especially for a guy who's been in Panama City Beach the last 2 years. It was chilly today, and I love the material. It's so silky. Is that the right word for it? I don't know.
No, absolutely, dude.
It's so comfortable. So yeah, I got to get myself some some leveled long sleeves. That's for sure.
And
30%
again,
off,
it,
no
it
brainer.
doesn't, they got plenty of wrestling stuff. They got baseball
Yeah,
stuff. They've got football. They got everything, dude. MMA. They got it
yeah,
all, man. And I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's very high quality. Again, 500 level code MP30, 30% off. So if a
Nice.
t-shirt costs you
That's
$20, what's
huge.
30% off on 20
Yeah,
bucks, dude?
it's enough. 10 plus another 20% tacked on top. Not much. It's a steal. It's a steal.
I agree. I want to remind everybody too, the Monte and the Pharaoh show, hit the QR code, be willing to check out our shows on YouTube, where we got almost 24,000 subscribers. Go to our Facebook page where we're approaching 27,000 subscribers. And again, if you feel like donating to the show, please go to the Monte and the Pharaoh webpage, hit donate. Helps us bring in more guests. Trying to entertain Jim. We've got the big event coming up, so a lot of good stuff happening right now.